This workout is better than coffee. Good morning. Welcome to your Pilates Reformer morning workout. Today we're going to do a nice wake-up flow. So my idea for this is we're going to start out nice and easy so you don't feel like you're totally shocking your system. We'll build up some intensity so you really get that energizing, fun flow. I have a ball with me. This is optional. If you don't have one, don't click away. You can use a foam roller, you can use a pillow, you can use a rolled up towel. So if you need to pause to go grab that, do it now. Otherwise, we're going to start with a nice little stretch on a heavy spring or a heavy spring and an extra light spring. We will start in our Z-sit, but before we do, please subscribe. I post new workouts all the time and do sign up for my membership. I have almost 90 exclusive videos, weekly workout plans, tons of fun prop work. So if you really want to kick your practice up to the next level, that's the perfect place to do it. And I will see you there. Okay, let's get started. So we are in our Z-sit, facing side. I have my left hand on the foot bar. My right leg is bent, shin up against the shoulder block, right arm down by the side, both hips really heavy down on the mat. Take a big breath in. You're gonna exhale, push away from the foot bar, reach up and over with that right arm. Keep that left shoulder really relaxed and see if you can just let your right hip fall down and relax toward the mat. Feel that nice big side stretch, especially as your right hip reaches down, and inhale, bring it right back up with control. Sit up really tall. That might feel pretty nice after you've been in bed for hopefully 7 or 8 hours. And big exhale. Go to the side. Big side stretch. And return. Good. Hopefully feeling some obliques wake up, especially if you have the dual springs on there. Big breath in, exhale. Feel that nice big stretch and release. Letting go of any morning cobwebs. Once you're there, let's turn to face the floor. Place both hands on the foot bar. Widen your palms, widen your hands on the bar. Press out. Now that top hip can lift away, really lengthen through the back. Push the carriage away. As you come in, you're going to find your little, almost baby swan. Lifting the chest, arms are straight as you return. Feel a nice stretch in the low back. Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Pressing out with control. Still feeling your core helping you control this in, not just the shoulders. Abdominals have a part to play too, feeling that nice extension through the back. Good, big breath in. Exhale, press away. One last time. Good, coming up. And to reset, we'll press out again. Now, putting your full pressure into your right hand. Left hand comes to the center of the bar. Press out a little bit more. Relax that left shoulder. Reach up and over, return to your starting point. Let's go over to the other side. So, rotating to face the opposite direction. Now your left leg will be up against the shoulder blocks. Right hand on the foot bar, hopefully feeling nice and free through that right side. Right shoulder relaxed, left hip heavy, big breath in, exhale. Reach up and over, find that mermaid stretch. And again, really imagine like that left hip is pulling down toward the mat. So as you reach up and over your head, you get that nice oppositional stretch. Now imagine like you're getting pulled up to seated really, really tall as you come back in. Right shoulders relax. Big breath in. 2 more. Exhale, feel the connection over your obliques on the right side, as well as that lengthening sensation on the left. And come back in, sit up tall. Hopefully starting to feel some nice little creaks and pops and cobweb clearing as we begin to stretch. Feel some initial muscle activation happening here. Now, next time you reach over, turn your torso, face your chest to the floor. Left hand to the foot bar, right hand widens to the side. Your left hip can lift up. With relaxed shoulders, press out as far as you can, looking down toward the floor, not letting your shoulders come up to your ears like earrings, keeping them relaxed. We're going to keep a nice long spine. Lift up, arms are straight, finding that nice back extension, like you're lifting your chest nice and proud to the ceiling. Exhale, lower down. Chest comes down, just relax your gaze down to the floor, relax shoulders, lift your chest, Imagine like your sternum is shining up, so it's not just shoulders back, it's nice and open. One more time. And returning, coming all the way up. We'll take one more down this time. We'll reset to come up. Right hand comes to the center of the bar. We'll turn to face the wall in front of us. Use your abdominals, your obliques. As you come up nice and slowly, left hip comes down nice and heavy. And we will turn to front after softly closing the carriage. Next, we'll move into some nice mobilizing footwork. I just switched onto 3 heavy springs and 1 light spring. Your foot bar will be up. Your headrest can be up or down, whatever works for you. And we'll keep the ball somewhere close by, but we're not going to use it just yet. So we will lie down. Feet will go wide on the foot bar. We want to be in a nice neutral spine. Now that said, if you feel like you need a little extra abdominal support at any point in this series, you can always imprint your spine and flatten the back into the mat whenever needed. Arms will be long by your sides, arches or heels to the corners of the bar. Big breath in, exhale. We'll just start pressing out and in, making sure that the legs are in this nice external rotation. So the hips are wrapped outward, the knees are pointed outward, and they bend right over the toes. So that's our nice aligned position. This will help make sure that we don't put any undue pressure on the knees, and we're working that rotation outward from the hips where we really want it. Good. 3 more. Just getting started nice and easy. And we want to take the time to let our ribs kind of relax and sink down to the mat without gripping through the upper abdominals. We don't need to be compressing this down, but we do want to make sure that the back of the rib cage is making contact with the mat. Good. Now when we come in, we're going to bring the knees together. Heels are wide, wrapped into internal rotation, my favorite. Extend the legs as we exhale. And as you bend the knees come directly together. So as we extend the legs, the knees separate, but we don't rotate outward. We're still wrapped inward from the hip. So we just balance out that rotation in the opposite orientation to what we just did. Good. Now, when we press out, we're going to flip the toes and knees to face outward. Come in. Bring the toes and knees to face inward. Press out. As we come in, we're going to rotate the knees to face out. And as we press out, we rotate the knees to face inward. So we're just drawing our hip circles going in this direction. We'll take a few more. And if you're not sure if you're going in the right direction, just stick with what you have. You can always reverse it because, spoiler, that's what we're about to do after this rep. So if you're circling with me, this time we're going to press out with the toes pointed out and bring the knees and toes pointing inward as we come in. As we press away, toes point out. As we come in, knees and toes are pointed together. Let's take another 4. Last 3. Final 2. And last 1. Beautiful job. Let's bring it to a close. Keep your feet wide on the foot bar. We'll take a moment to just windshield wiper the knees side to side. This is your enjoyment moment to release any tension in the hip flexors and your low back, especially if you have a tendency to get tight through the back as you sleep. It can be really nice to take a moment in the morning to stretch, which we'll definitely do before we say goodbye today. Let's bring the knees over to one side. My knees are pointed to the right. You'll take your gaze in the opposite direction. So if your knees are right, your eyes will go toward the left. Breathe into any tight spots you may be feeling. My low back is a little bit tight because I've been working on the computer quite a lot lately. And let's switch sides. We'll take the knees over to the opposite side. For me, now they go to the left, and your eyes go in the opposite direction. Mine are to the right. Same thing. We're going to breathe in, imagining any air filling into that low back or wherever you feel tightness. And as you exhale, imagine it being like a deflating balloon. Very good. All right. We will roll up to sitting and move on. Okay, next up, we'll enjoy some nice feet and straps. Nice feel good moment. We will grab both of the loops into one hand and lie down. Your headrest can be up or down. We're on one heavy and one light spring. Lying down on your back. We will place the loops onto the feet. If you have double loops on your reformer, many will enjoy the long loops. You could use the short loops for a little extra intensity should you need it. I'm going to place my ball out of the way. Legs come up to the ceiling. Try to get them to whatever your version of 90 degrees is. And when I say your version, I mean if pointed straight up to the ceiling means that your bottom is lifted up off the mat, take the legs as low as you need to get the sacrum down, even if it means they're not all the way up. Now, that's set. We will start at our high point. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Make sure your knees are facing your nose. We exhale, press down into the straps. And bring the legs right up. Feel your lower abdominals come on to help control this movement. Lower the legs down. Exhale, bring them back up. Good. We'll take several more. And we only want to go as far down as we can manage while still keeping the pelvis really stable. So if we lower way down, but it means that we pop the lower back, pop the ribs, that means we're not really getting the best quality work we can. So we really want to make sure that we maintain a neutral spine or an imprinted spine as the legs lower and lift, and we feel that activation right in between the hip bones and those deep, deep, deep abs. Last one. Good. Now come to external rotation. Heels together, toes apart. Separate your feet as wide as the machine. Draw a big V shape. And separate as you come up. So the feet start wide, rotated in. You lower the legs down, drawing diagonal lines, bring your heels together, and then gently separate as the legs come up. We don't want to start way out. That's a different exercise. That gets more into the inner thighs. We want to be just as wide as your machine and making sure that we keep that rotation of the hip. That's a really nice, feel-good thing to work on in the morning for me is hip rotation, especially since so many of us spend a lot of time either sitting at desks or on our feet all day. The hips tend to really be impacted by that. Let's bring the legs up. So next, toes together, heels apart, opposite direction. We're going to draw an A shape, separating the feet gradually as we lower down. Keep that wrapping inward of the hips as we bring the legs all the way up. And same thing, we don't want to take the legs all the way wide. That's a slightly different exercise. We just want it as wide as our reformers, or just slightly wider. The most important thing is to keep that rotation inward the entire time we go. Stabilize through your abdominals here. Yes, this is an ab exercise. It may seem like a leg and hip exercise, but no, I got you. Sneaky core exercise. Let's lower down. One more, please. Very nice. Here's one I just learned from my colleague at Pilates Habitat. We're going to keep the toes pointed inward, draw a circle, lowering the legs. Now we turn to external rotation, bring the heels together. We'll bring the feet back up, rotating inward as we go, drawing a circle. So the legs are rotated inward. We start to gradually switch to external rotation or turnout as we lower down, bring the heels together, draw a circle, bring the toes together as we come up. So we're really working our hip rotation as we move down and as we come up. You can take this low. You can keep it pretty high. Feel it out. See how your body feels. Last one. Very nice. Take your little butterfly stretch. Hold on for one moment. Good. Peter Pan, right leg out to the side. Hold your rope on that right side. Pull it in toward your shoulder to give yourself a little bit of an extra stretch. Left leg extends out to the side. Pull that rope in toward your side. Good. Back to center. Both legs extend up toward the ceiling. Flex your feet. Pull the ropes down toward your chest. Big breath in and out. Bend one leg, extend the other. And switch. And switch. and a switch. Very nice. Let's take the straps off of the feet, 1 foot at a time. Place them down on the pegs or wherever they sit when they're not in use. Place your feet on the sandpaper or on the foot bar. We'll do a little thoracic rotation exercise. Now this can be a really nice feel-good exercise to mobilize through that upper back and get you rotating and twisting. Arms are out to the side. We're going to start rotating over onto your right side. Now if you need a little pillow or a yoga block under your head, that's fine. Arms will be one on top of the other. We're going to reach past the bottom hand, twisting through the upper back. Twist through the upper back, slide the top hand along the bottom hand, reach your arm up to the ceiling and rotate through that rib cage area, through that part of your spine, right around where the ribs sit. Rotate back, hand on top of your bottom hand and reach past your bottom fingertips. Back, slide your arm as long as you can until you can't go anymore. Reach your arm up and rotate through the ribs. Take the arm out to the side and back one more time. So we're reaching past the tips of the fingers. You can lift your head up if that feels better. As we take the arm to the side, think less arm straight behind you, more rotating from that upper mid back. That's going to get us where we want to be. That's a good one. Come back to center. We'll rotate onto your back and then onto your left side. We'll repeat everything on the left and then we'll move on. Right arm on top of left arm. We're going to reach forward past the left fingertips. Slide back. Reach up over your shoulder. Twist through the upper back and return. I'm going to slide down just a little bit because my head's getting caught on the shoulder block. Feel free to do the same. Slide your top arm past the bottom arm. Feel that twist happening in your upper mid back. Same thing. Keep your right hand on top of your bottom arm as long as you can, and then twist, rotate to the back. Feel most of that happening through the ribs, really through the spine, but right around where the ribs are. Reach past the bottom arm. Feel that real slide motion. And come back. I've got a lot of popcorn happening back there. It's really nice. Nice spinal mobilization. And back to starting. Nice job. Rotate onto your back. Let's continue on with hands and straps. Okay, let's grab the short loops in your palms, or just your loops, your straps, if that's all you've got. You've got single straps. Arms up over your shoulders. Bring your legs to your tabletop. You can be in a neutral spine position or in an imprinted spine, whatever works for you. Still on that heavy and light spring, we start to lower the arms down and lift the arms back up. We're going to incorporate our breath into that press down and come up with control, prioritizing that abdominal activation, keeping the arms really, really long, keeping the wrists really, really straight, and keeping the collarbone really wide. So at no point do we want the shoulders shrugging up. We want to really feel the back of the shoulders staying in contact with the mat the whole time. Now, if this feels doable, you can begin to extend one or both legs forward at your discretion. You can choose how hard you want to work today. If you decide you want to extend both legs forward, you may do that. You can also choose to combine any of this with a curl up with the head, neck, and chest. For the most basic option, or starter option as I like to call it, we're going to keep the legs right in that tabletop. Head will stay down. And we'll make sure that our shins are really parallel to the ceiling and our knees are neither too close into the chest or too far away unless we're trying to modify specifically. So next time we press down, we're going to take the arms out to a T, directly to the side and right back up over the shoulders. Still mobilizing through the shoulder joint. Bringing lots of nice stability into the muscles that surround your shoulder. So we're kind of greasing the gears a little here. Which will hopefully set you up for a nice feel-good day today. And exhale. Now, if you want to be curling up, you can curl up whenever you press into the strap. If you'd like to extend one or both legs, that would happen as we press into the strap. So choose your fighter. 2 more. And last one. Flip your palms to face down. Squeeze your elbows next to your sides. We bend and extend the arms just for 6. Same thing. You can choose to curl up with the head, neck, and chest, or extend the legs as we press the arms out, whatever you like. 3 more. Final 2. And 1. Good. Let's close the stopper. Grab both straps into one hand. Come up to sitting. We're going to switch to one red spring or one heavy spring. Red on my balanced body reformer is heavy. We will turn to face the poles through the back end of the machine. We'll bring the headrest down. We'll move on with some core and shoulder opener work. I'm actually going to put my hair up for this one because we will be extending back into the well. And reformer safety tip, if you have long hair and you let it get too close to the springs when they retract, you can yank it out of your head, which I don't recommend. So hair up if you have long hair, and you need to take your ball, if you have it, or your foam roller, your yoga block, your pillow, your rolled up towel, place it on the very back edge of your machine at the very center. If you don't have a ball or a prop, it's okay. You don't have to use it. I'll give you cues to work around it. You will place your feet on the headrest, hands on the ropes right above the hardware. I'm moving myself really, really, really close to the shoulder blocks. So as best as you can, you're going to sit up really tall with your bottom basically right up against the shoulder blocks almost. Arms straight, ribs down. Big breath in. We're going to start to articulate through the lumbar spine. So rolling into this big curve here. Arms are straight. We're going to let the back make contact with the ball. Arms are straight. We're going to let the back extend over the ball. Head goes down toward the well. Chest opens. Big exhale. Lift your head, neck, and chest. Engage your core. Roll up. Keep that big curve. Round forward and then sit up from the very bottom of your spine all the way up. Check to make sure your prop is still in place. Big breath in, exhale. Start to articulate down. So it's like we're trying to get our sacrum to lower down to the mat first. Your back makes contact with your prop or the mat if you don't have the prop. Extend your chest and back over the ball. Big breath in, nod your chin. Feel your abdomen engage from the very bottom, meaning from your pelvic floor, through the low abs, through the upper abs, and sit up really tall. Let's do one more, okay? So we're going to roll down, back on the prop, extend over, making sure your shoulders are rolled back but relaxed. Come to your half curl. So we're resting with the upper back on the ball, making sure we're really stable. We're scooped into that big C curve. We're going to raise the right leg up to tabletop. Place it down. Raise the left leg up to tabletop. We're drawing the pelvic floor in and up. Belly button is scooped in and up toward your sternum. Good. Alternating sides in our little march. Next, if we can, right leg up. Stabilize the left leg up. Right leg down. Left leg down. Left leg up, right leg up, left leg down, right leg down. Still trying to keep that big scoop in the abdomen. Whew, that was a little, that one was a little fun for me today. And left leg down, right leg up. Now, if you feel better, more stable feet down, keep the feet down. If you want a little extra challenge, bring the feet up. From here, we're going to tilt over to the left and back. Tilt over to the right, opposite, and back. Tilt over to the side, center. Keep lifting in and up through the abdominals. So think about it as being more of like a shoulder tilt here. As you tilt toward one side, that arm goes down, the other arm goes up. You're keeping the hands pretty close to your sides. Good. Once you're even on both sides, both feet down to the headrest. Let's extend over the ball. One more time, open up through your chest. Big breath in. Exhale, roll up to sitting. Now we will grab the straps in our hands. Let the stopper close. Hold on to both straps in one hand. Reach back. You're going to switch to your light spring or your lightest spring. If you have an extra light, that's fine too. I have my light spring here. Sit up really tall. Now grab the loops in your palms. We're going to do a nice shoulder exercise that also gets really beautifully into back extension, so it's going to feel really nice. Straps in your palms. Palms face down. We start off seated, super tall as we can. Feet still on the headrest. We're going to roll down, still in that big scoop under. Your back will hit the prop or the mat, depending on if you have it or not. We're going to raise the arms up over your shoulders, still in your scoop, and bring them back down. Good. Raising the arms up, trying to keep the upper traps nice and relaxed. Feel your abdominals kick in as the arms come down to help stabilize and support. So sometimes it's very tempting to jerk the straps, really use power to come up. But we want to drive all this work into the core, with the shoulders almost being like a secondary thought. Now take the arms out to the side and back. Arms up and out to the side. Nice mobility happening here through the shoulders as we also stabilize the chest. Last one. Good. Next time we raise the arms up, we're going to extend over the ball. Feel that nice opening. Oh yeah, I just heard a nice big pop. Nod your chin, come up to that scoop again. 2 more like this. Exhale, reach the arms up. Extend over the ball. Arms come out to the T and lift your chin, head, neck, and chest. One last time. And come up. Nice. Sitting up nice and tall. Take that ball out. Place it down by your side somewhere. Extend your legs forward. We'll switch back to that heavy spring. Just reaching back behind you. Strap still in one hand. Seated in a cross-legged position or with your legs straight forward, either next to each other or crossed at the ankles. Arms extend forward. Let's thread our hands through the loops. Give ourselves a little extra resistance here. Arms forward, shoulders rolled back, spine is going to stay really tall. We will draw the right elbow down, twist through the rib cage, look over the shoulder and extend forward. Bend your left elbow, twist through the ribs, look over the left shoulder or left elbow. So we're really going to feel those upper back muscles coming into play, but just like we did in that thoracic twist, while we were lying down on the machine, we're going to feel that twist echoed here. So we're really mobilized. We're mobilizing here, but we're also stabilizing in this region too. And all of that oblique tilting we just did while we were curled into the ball will help as well. Good. Feel your abdominals still pulling in and up. We want a deep core supporting us here. One more each side. And last one. Beautiful work. We will close the stopper, take the hands out of the straps, put them down wherever they live. Just fold over your legs. Once the carriage closes, take a big breath in. Roll up to sitting. We've got one more before we say goodbye. Okay, next up we're going to sit all the way up. Change to one heavy and one light spring. We're going to go for scooter the exercise into scooter stretch for a little glute and hip stabilization and stretch. So on that heavy and light spring, you're going to come to the right side of the machine. Your left knee will be down on the mat. Your right leg is going to be a little further back than we do in our scooter stretch. Here, I'm going to go for pretty much in direct line with my left knee. Hands are on the foot bar. We're going to lift the back knee. This is the position we want to be in. Your abdominals are nice and supported. So we're drawing in and up through the abs. From here, you're going to push into that back leg. Feel your glutes and hamstrings engage. Bend your back knee and bring it in. Now, especially if your reformer has legs, you're likely going to have to extend that right leg to really get your range of motion. Because my reformer is lower to the ground, it works pretty well to have that right leg be bent. But if you feel like you're having a hard time keeping your knee off of the mat, especially if your reformer has legs, you can certainly straighten that supporting leg. Good. Let's take another 3. Abs are engaged. If you want an extra challenge, you can, of course, reach your right arm long. And last one. Good. Bring the carriage to a close. Your knee comes down to the mat. You hop your standing foot forward. You can keep the heavy and light spring on, or you can peel off the light spring to just be on one heavy if you like. We will start tucking the pelvis under, standing really tall, hands on the foot bar, keeping that tuck as best as we can. Just sending the left knee back an inch or 2, feeling that nice hip flexor stretch. And when we're ready, we send the carriage back, letting the lumbar spine release and relax a little bit. Take any variations you might enjoy here. My favorite by far is hands on the foot bar, chest open and lifted. You may enjoy forearms down to the bar. That might feel great to you. Go with whatever works. Come all the way in and up. When you're ready, you can choose to either extend the front leg, keep the back leg nice and straight, or go for your full split. Either way, you will enjoy a nice hamstring stretch based on whatever feels best to you. Good. Bring the carriage in. Let's take one more like that, or whichever variation feels best to you. Good. Pressing back, making sure your upper body is relaxed, or as relaxed as possible. And bring it in. Very nice. Let's go to the other side. So next, we will come to the other side. You are on your heavy and light spring. Your left foot will be pretty close to in line with your right knee. Both hands on the foot bar. We want to think really long spine, abs engaged. We will lift up that back knee. Both hands press into the foot bar as that right leg presses back and bend. Both hips are nice and square. We press back with that right foot and return, feeling the stabilizing leg really supporting too. Abs are zipped in and up. And we draw it all the way in. And return. 2 more if you'd like to take your single arm. Go for that now. Feel a nice stretch. And back. Last one. And back. Now, close the stopper. Your knee will come down to the mat. Bring your left foot all the way forward. Both hands to the bar. Close the stopper. Scoop your pelvis under. So you're in this nice tuck under. We will have both hands on the foot bar. Now just send the right knee back and forth. You should feel a nice release through the front of the hip here. It can really help to drop the head here, curve through the spine as well. That can really deepen the stretch. And when you're ready, relax into the stretch. And of course, if that double spring is too heavy and too intense on the stretch, you can always switch to that single heavy spring. Take whichever options you like for hand placement. In this position, either arms straight, lifting the chest up, or forearms on the bar, lowering your torso. Any choices you like here, do what feels good. Bring it all the way back in. Now we'll transition either to our hamstring stretch, back leg bent, front leg straight, or if you'd like, you can extend both legs, straighten back into your split. Either way, you're going to get that nice big hamstring stretch. Come up when you're ready. Slowly with control. We've got one more on this side. Big breath in. And breathing helps. We don't want to be holding any tension. We're trying to release it, right? Very nice. Draw the carriage to a close. Stopper comes back. The carriage comes back to the stopper. Thank you so much. You are all done. If you'd like to continue your workout and add a little cool down stretch session, I'll link one down below. If you are not yet subscribed, please subscribe. I post new workouts all the time, and become a member of my membership. I think we have almost 90 exclusive videos. There is so much fun stuff there. Long sessions, short sessions, props, new varieties, variations, lots of challenges. Anything for whatever level you are on, there is something that will help you progress your practice. So please hit the link in the description box. I promise it's a good time. Thank you so much to my members, 185 strong. Extra special thanks to the folks who've been with me for 6 months or more, and super duper special thanks to the folks who've been with me for 2 years or a year plus, some of you almost 2 years. And I will see you guys around. Oh, P.S. Thank you so much for 20,000 subscribers. I'm touched and honored. So glad to have you all here. I will see you next time.